Will black people be allowed in space? Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. I am your host Renan, Estime. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a video. Now let's get to it. Space travel is at our doorstep. It is so close we could almost taste the stardust. Scientists say we are less than a decade from going to Mars, even though some people believe they already traveled there. And as the idea of traveling to space becomes the norm, some questions have to be asked. Because space is really the final frontier. We were born to be explorers, and what better place to explore than space? And if black people are not part of this movement, I can see things going horribly wrong. Remember what happened the last time they discovered something new? So we have to be there to make sure we keep people in check, or at least be the common sense. Black people have the strange ability to keep things peaceful when meeting a new species. We will not be out there jumping all over your planet. We will not attempt to steal your resources. And we will not force a new alien religion on any of you. Plus, we know better than to pick a fight with another planet. I can only imagine what kind of weapons they got. Probably got a beam that'll turn people into a jar of mayo. Or peanut butter, because I'm pretty sure they don't discriminate. Now I know there's a few people who believe we just don't want to travel into space, but that's a flat out lie. We want to travel, we just don't want to be the first ones to travel. We want to see if you can survive the trip, and if so, sign us up. All I want from you is to allow me to check the ship to make sure everything is A1. We want to make sure ain't no holes. We want to make sure there's enough food. And I want to smell the pilot's breath to make sure he ain't been drinking. You can never be too careful when you're packed full of melanin. And to be honest, it's a dream for many black men and women to travel into space. This is something that's been in our culture for thousands of years. We know aliens built the pyramids. We didn't need the History Channel to tell us that. But we also know they were black with giant afros. And if you don't believe me, just look where they landed. Africa. Every time a culture sees an alien that looks human, it looks like them. Asian people see Asian aliens. White folks see blonde hair, blue-eyed aliens. So why wouldn't we get the black ones? Plus, you can tell by the nose and the dark skin on the hieroglyphics. And if you used common sense, you'd know we'd never go near a giant octopus person. Or something with giant black eyes. Now I know some people don't want us to go. They probably dream of leaving us every night. And every time the subject comes up, they show a picture of Billy in a space pod instead of Tyrone. But let's be real, if some alien versus predator situation went down on the ship, I bet y'all calling Tyrone. We can't be out here doing all the heavy lifting while y'all jump into space. We need to be more involved. We need to be in the room giving input. I don't want to land on some planet wearing some whack outfit that you picked out. I need to land dripping. I need alien women to look at me and see a real galactic man. So all the new space agencies, stop disrespecting us or we're taking a ship and heading to planet Vega. And now that we got all that space thing settled, we need to talk about that Facebook portal. If you haven't heard, it's a video device that sits in your house and allows you to video chat with people. But the strange thing about the portal is it has a camera that follows you around the room. They are also promoting other devices that do the same thing. And some of their other features include telling you the temperature and showing you YouTube videos. But is this really something people want? Technology keeps getting crazier and crazier. And the more they make, the more people see of you. How much privacy are we gonna have in the future? Is my whole life going to be a reality show that you can watch? Is this the direction the whole world is going in? I'm not a fan of this, because I remember when I used to get in trouble as a kid, the only people who knew was me and my friends. Nowadays, you can't even sneeze without somebody recording it. You can't even get curves without it being public. How will future generations be if this is the world they live in? I'm starting to feel like we failed everyone. Most people who are buying the portal thinks it's safe. They believe Facebook wouldn't just let anybody get access. They think for some reason that the internet is some super safe locked in a bank within a bank. And I hate to burst y'all bubble, but I think it's more like 7-Eleven when it comes to access. And I'm pretty sure the guy working the register has fallen asleep. I mean, think about this. Who would be interested in what you're doing? Who would be interested in your little old life? Well, the answer is everybody. I want to see what you're doing. Your mama wants to see what you're doing. The weird kid who has a crush on you would love to hack your house. If they can just get an idea of your favorite movie and things, maybe they could trick you into giving them a chance. I know if a woman came to me and told me she loves sci-fi and anime, I might be willing to give her a chance. If we have that much in common, I might have just found me a soulmate. But the whole time, she probably rubbing her hand like some evil villain from a Disney movie. Now that you're aware of this, you need to know better than to let anybody into your house. You can't keep getting finessed out of your info. Every time we buy something new, we quickly sign the agreement. How you know you ain't selling your soul to some alien? It is dangerous to let someone make decisions for you. Keep your head on a swivel, player. Sooner or later, the people who are making these things will see that we want nothing to do with it. Then they'll have to find a new way to dig in your business. I can't wait to see what they got planned. Maybe a coffee pot that listens to you while you cook. Or a bath towel with a camera, because I'm pretty sure everyone's looking to live stream when they shower. If you have a smart device in your home, I want to know if you trust it not to build a case against you. And tell me if you feel comfortable around it. And now for my
strange thing of the day.
Since the 5th century, explorers have claimed to have seen a tribe of headless people. Yes, you heard me right. Headless people. As certain Europeans traveled to Africa, they say they stumbled upon a tribe that had their eyes and mouth on their chest. First of all, you gotta be pretty damn brave to pull up on a tribe of people without heads. I know if I've seen anything like that, I'm running the opposite way. Ain't no way I'm sitting down to have dinner with someone who has no head. My dude, you eating out your chest? You grabbing a whole head of corn and stuffing it into your chest? That is something straight out of a nightmare. If we get into a fight, how can I knock you out if you have no chin? They must make amazing boxers. I mean, it's hot in Africa, so I guess there's no use for turtlenecks. And the crazy part is, we have people in the United States with too much neck. Is it possible for them to choke on a chicken bone? Does a back rub and neck massage merge into one? If they were ever on a plane, I'm pretty sure they'd be comfortable. I'm always falling asleep in a weird position, and when I wake up, my neck hurts. And to make the story even scarier, every explorer that bumped into them said they were savages. They didn't play no games. If they caught you, they were putting hands on you. But I guess that's what you gotta do when you see people with necks. Wouldn't we do the same thing? If we woke up tomorrow and a boat full of people with no necks came ashore, would you go greet them or would you immediately run for backup? I'm by no means soft, but I don't think I could beat up somebody with no neck. And they've been reported to be 12 feet tall. Now I think the height has been exaggerated. Maybe they were around 10'6". But one way or the other, I don't want no smoke. I'm pretty sure if you're that big, you eat people. Do we have any reports of them being cannibals? Do they kiss the ground every time they do push-ups? We need answers. Why didn't I learn about this in history school? You were wasting my time with Christopher Columbus stuff when we have no-neck people walking around. Do you know how old I was when I found out about the blue people of Kentucky? History is full of unique people and you choose to teach me about lost fools? And the thing about people with no necks is the fact that reports of them kept popping up throughout time, from Libya to Ethiopia. They really make me want to travel and go find them. I mean, from binoculars, nothing close up. Actually, you know what? I'm good with some pictures. Maybe a History Channel documentary or an Oprah interview. The world is full of wonderful stuff you can watch from a TV screen. Don't sleep on that 4K Netflix. But now I'm curious if any Africans know about these people. I'm gonna need all the Africans in here to drop a comment and let me know. What type of unique people y'all been hiding? Do y'all have some 7-foot curvy women? Because if y'all do, by law, you're required to tell me. And I promise never to tell a soul. Just hit my DM with the addy, and I swear I'll come alone. And if you enjoyed yourself, I want you to do one thing. Hit subscribe and the bell notification.